will begin at the 25. Throwing on first down. Logan. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Hey, look at this Browns defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate, because that was really unexpected.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, first drive here, and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Escaping the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, look at this Baltimore defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the #1 thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react. and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Logan.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35.
First down 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Cook up the gut. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Second down and 3. Here's Cook again.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A pressure right.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 32 on the play.
First down.
Go. Hey, easy. We'll go forward. Crowd right.
Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ray. 59. Hey, Kappa. Baylor Tiger. Go. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up second down.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that count was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving.
There he goes, left side.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
James Cook
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
By at the 40, and great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw brought in by Watson.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Go.
Herbert on first down now.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Set.
Herbert throwing again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Marvin Mims,
His 9th touchdown of the season.
and the Browns have got it back to within a score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Logan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Cleveland offense ready to go. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved him and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Herbert. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they're coming back to here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. This is taken around the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Derek Stingley picks it.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Cook running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed. that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Logan. And this one is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Herbert now.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
From his own end zone, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Logan. And that is incomplete.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Line. Baylor tight. Whoa. Go. 5-9.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Home troops right.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Quick slant to Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally. And quickly, they get to the line.
21.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Josh Downs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Logan. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Logan.
That one too wide and incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Logan. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
59. Big cap. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Go. Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's swung out to Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And the Browns first down.
Set.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Ball resting on the 20. This is 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Wow. Go. Step.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Home trick right.
Herbert to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's look along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. inside the 45.
Forget about matriculating the ball down the field at this point of the game. They needed a big chunk, and they got one. And now, you're one completion away from giving your kicker a chance to win the game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. To throw on second down, Logan. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in. Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Logan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here comes second down. Back to throw. Logan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
On 3rd down, Logan. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll try the middle with Cook. He will push his way down to about the 14.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let him break one bit.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Logan. And this is Cook with the grab. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end.